Welcome to the training on ordering parts for data center equipment. My name is Kayla, your AI assistant, and I will guide you through the process briefly. This app is designed to work on your mobile device, but you can also use it on a laptop browser. To access the app, use your mobile browser and visit https://forms.fillout.com/t/9 LC9 ZS8MSVUS. Let's be honest, who is going to remember that crazy URL? So I strongly suggest you bookmark the app. But if you forget, you can also access it through SharePoint. Because we are beta testing the app, you have the option to practice by submitting test orders by clicking the radio button. If you are placing a real order, please make sure that this is a real parts request is selected. Eventually, this radio button will disappear from the app once we move out of beta. Parts requests by serial number. Parts requests are tied to a unit serial number. A request can include multiple parts, but only for one unit at a time. If you need parts for 2 units, you must submit 2 separate requests. Now let's review the process. The first thing you need to do is to attach an image of the unit's data plate. You can take a photograph or upload a file. This is a requirement from the unit manufacturer. Please make sure that the nameplate is clearly legible. In this example, I am just going to take an image of my desktop. Next, give the request a short descriptive title, which will help identify this part's request from others. For example, fan failure or fan not working. After that, select your name from the list. The tool is set up in a cascading manner. First, you must select the customer. Based on the customer, the list of available sites will appear. Once a site is chosen, only the serial numbers for that site will be available. In the rare instance that a serial number is not listed, you can add the missing serial number by clicking NO on the radio button labeled Serial Number Found and entering the missing serial number. Parts requests are always tied to a single unit serial number. A request can include multiple parts for that unit. If you need parts for 2 different units, you must submit 2 separate requests. Now we will select a part. On this example, we are looking for a fan. You can scroll through the list or search for the term fan in the search box. Once you identify the part needed, enter the quantity required and the steps you took to determine that the part was defective or required replacement. For each part requested, it is critical that the ship to address and contact information is correct. You can make edits as needed. In this example, we are going to change the name of the contact person and remove the notes that are associated with this site. Once the information is correct, you must acknowledge it by selecting the I acknowledge button. You cannot proceed in the process until you acknowledge that you have verified that the ship to information is the correct information for that part. Now you can order more parts for this unit. In this example, we are going to order the screws or bolts that are used with the fans. A search reveals that the screws are not listed in the bill of materials. Not a problem. Click on the white box labeled "Can't find your part" below. Click here to request it and enter the information. This will flag us that this part is needed and that we need to add it to the bill of materials. Once you identified all the parts needed for the unit, you can submit the request. I hope you found this quick tutorial helpful. If you have further questions, do not hesitate reaching out to any in the members of the Mission Critical team. Thank you for watching. Dive into Feature X and elevate how you manage your tasks.